Time to turn our attention to what's making headlines in the newspapers this morning. And Leanne, you've got the business day to start us off.
I have indeed. So let's start off with that. The business day is leading with the big one, Eskom. Snag hits Discovery Green. So what they're saying is Eskom has put a significant hurdle in the way of Discovery Green's plans to link renewable energy production with business demands by objecting to its trading application. The state-owned power utility argues that the rules of the National Energy Regulator of South Africa, that's NERSA, don't allow for the issuance of licenses to provide traders in areas in which Eskom's distribution entity holds a license. So that's what they're talking about, and you can get more details on that story there. Then the big photograph, lots of celebrations taking place. Top dogs, McLaren's Oscar Piastri is celebrating after winning the Hungarian Grand Prix on Sunday next to his third place Lewis Hamilton of Mercedes in his 200th podium appearance. So that's the celebratory photograph that they've got there. Next one, Steinhoff seizure is part of wider clampdown. That's the Reserve Bank has issued more than 300 forfeiture orders in the past 5 years to scores of individuals and entities found wanting in terms of South Africa's exchange control regulations, netting the fiscus billions of rands in the process. So there you go. That's the front page of the business day.
Let's move on to the Star, and they have pictures there of names and faces of people who are going missing. South Africa is a hive with kidnapping of adults and children. And of course, they go into further detail of that story on page 2. Some of the other stories they carry today: DA heads back over ANC threat to oust Tshwane mayor. Also, SAB orders Steinhoff Group to forfeit over 6 billion rand to the state, and Queen Bee to bedazzle with glamour in new reality show. But right in the corner there, toxic metals in tampons. What you need to know. Quite an interesting one there in the Star today.
All right, citizen farmers, can't we just talk? Farmers call on the Minister of Agriculture to discuss the agro processing master plan with those on the ground, as it's widely seen to need adjustments. And representative body says the focus should be on profitability, and questions of transformation is masking cadre deployment. The picture, hat trick, Springbok is Mapimpi diving over the scoreline of his 3 tries during the box test against Portugal in the Free State. Tshwane war rubbish, no crash and burn here, and neurology issues cause disability. And then finally, cancer patients fight broken system.
And finally, on to the Sowetan this morning. And they also going with that picture there from Saturday's test match. Pepsi Buthelezi, one of the debutant quartet that scored in the game against Portugal on Saturday during the 2024 Casalaga incoming series match at the Toyota Stadium in Bloemfontein. Their lead story: they failed me inside Gauteng's latest cancer scandal. Now, the Cancer Alliance is to launch a court bid tomorrow on behalf of 3,000 patients suffering because of a failure to deal with the backlog. And Moncho told getting radiation would no longer do her any good after being on the waiting list for 4 years. Also, Miss South Africa finalist in pursuit of unity, tips to prioritize a healthy lifestyle, and the 2-pot pension system now law.
All right, that's it. Those are your papers. The website, of course, sabcnews.com. Please visit us. We've got all of the information that you do need there for breaking news locally and internationally, including the details around what's been happening with the presidential race. And of course, you heard last night Joe Biden just saying he's moving aside. He's dropping out. He's not going to be running for that top position once again. Kamala Harris, who he has given the thumbs up to. Let's see if the rest of the Democrats do. Remember also SABC Plus, that's the app. You can get everything there too.
And of course, if you still have the original version, just remember there is an updated version. So you'll have to delete that original one and then just go on and, open up the new one, download the new app. So that's SABC Plus. Right. right, we just have a few more minutes before we get to the top of the hour. There's that question of the day again. Following the shooting and wounding of a SARS advocate last week, how can individuals working on high-profile cases be protected? At Morning Live SABC, that's where you can get in touch, and also 0784591897. That's our WhatsApp voice note number.